Mardu Devotee was the play for Jody Keith here. Able to help fix your mana and gets in for 1. I love the scry ability on this Devotee too. It's so good.
Yeah, this is another, sometimes I feel like the game has passed me by. This is the type of card that I would not be, as a player, typically looking to play, but it does seem pretty awesome. The mana fixing, the scry, 1 drops to 1 power, normally not my speed, but this one is seemed to be carrying its weight so far.
Absolutely. It's just like so good. You just feel so good when you're able to scry in a fast aggressive deck. Like, get those lands out of here later in the game. Reigning Victor is the play here, but no attack in because we're facing up against a Traveling Botanist, which is a 2/3 from Larry Lee.
Yeah, so even the +1/+0 there isn't enough to make the attack make any sense, so no reason to put it in.
Carsey Revenant here, the play from Larry Lee. We saw this card on camera yesterday. It is a house. It is flying. It has lifelink. It has death touch, and it can put those things onto another creature from the yard with its renew ability. Yuck. All that for 3 mana. My God, Vampire Nighthawk, you've come a long way.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Pour one out.
Yep.
I mean, that card was sick, and send a card, too.
All right, so we've done the thing. We've paid the cost. We've sacrificed Mardu Devotee to take down the Carsey Revenant. Unlocking an attack here from the Reigning Victor. Brings with it a mobilized token, which the dog's going to block.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Little +3/+0 and draw a card there. That for a deck as aggressive as Jody's, you got to be concerned about the Revenant. One of the better ways to sort of play around it is, well, keep your opponent off of ever having a creature, and then you don't have to worry about the residuals when it gets flashed back.
Here's another card that I like from Larry Lee, which doubles counters on your creatures the first time they're put on every turn, which can really get out of control pretty quick in an Obzon build. Ooh, I just looked at Larry Lee's deck list. There's some spice in here. All right, we're going to take care of that creature, though. A removal spell here in Monastery Maneuver.
Yep. The mobilized, you saw the creature there pre-combat to get up to 3 creatures to be able to handle it.
Turtle coming into play for Larry Lee. I like this little turtle. Gives a counter when it dies or when it enters.
Jody's deck is delightfully grimy. We are talking about digging deep here on some of these pump spells.
Yeah, seriously. Larry Lee hasn't been able to stick anything this game. Down to 8.
And this is another, nice element of covering draft here is that a lot of the cards that Jody's playing, you would just immediately cut from a sealed deck. But, you put them all together, and it might be greater than the sum of its parts.
Absolutely. We've got another attack unlocked here for Jody Keith. With all the dudes, sending Larry Lee perilously low down to just 2 life. Shock Brigade comes into play. That's another mobilized creature. It also has Menace, so Larry's just forced to scoop him on up here. Jody Keith evening things up in game number 2.
Wasn't looking good there from my perspective, from Jody's side, from my perspective, because Larry was just blocking with really good stuff early on in the game, but Jody with an array of 13th picks.
Yes.
Able to plow through, and Larry, I don't know if Larry was missing white that game. Our indicator on the top right suggests that he was, but had some stuff to do, but Jody is just able to power through it.
Yeah, that was sick. Jody just dealt with absolutely everything Larry Lee tried to put onto the table. Let's thank our sponsors here at Spotlight Dragons. Thank you so much to Dragon Shield. What an appropriately named company here for this tournament. Indeed, this set, the best sleeves in the business, as well as Beckett, the place to go to get your cards graded. Dragon Shield, lots of great sponsor promo codes you can use to get 5% off of your order. I happen to know one of those is GLHF. I don't know, there might be another one floating around out there.
Resleevables, but, I think you're going to want to be careful about the uppercase, lowercase thing. I think it's all lowercase and it's case sensitive. So, you just do whatever.
Yeah. Pick your poison. Who do you like better, me or Patrick? Don't answer that question.
or go over to StarCityGames.com, whatever.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, you buy it from. You buy it from wherever.
Here we go, the players sideboarding for game number 3. Both of our players here sitting at 10-2, which is a very good record and puts them in top 8 contention with 1 round to play after this round. Mardu Devotee here on turn 1, exactly when you want it for Jody Keith, Scry 2.
Look, there's enough to go around for everyone. All the dogs got to eat. But I guess for the purposes of this promotion, let's say StarCityGames.com.
All right, StarCityGames.com. You got it. I would be a Pomeranian if I was a dog. One of them little fluffy ones.
I bought a Newfie recently, Newfoundland.
Yes, very cute.
I'm vibing with her. I don't know if I have a dog breed myself, but the Newfie's kind of hitting the right way.
Is it insulting if I say Irish setter?
No, that's not. Is this an extension of our Notre Dame Fighting Irish conversation
Yes,
from earlier?
it might be.
No, Irish setter's fine.
Okay.
That's like an actual dog. That's not a mascot that is a mockery of the one culture you're allowed to make fun of anymore.
Sultai Devotee here for Larry Lee on turn 2. Both players doing exactly what they want here in the early turns of the game, setting up their mana. Abzan Devotee, we got all 3 here. Come on, let's complete the full set. We just need Jeskai and Teamer. I wonder if it's ever happened. That'd be pretty cool. And those could be the only creatures in play.
So it's Exodia, but for the devotees and nothing else?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're putting some counters onto our Sultai Devotee, giving it vigilance until end of turn and smashing in.
Jody gave kind of a quizzical look.
I go, okay. Sure, I guess so.
Oh yeah, you think you're the only one who can play some trash bin combat tricks, huh? No, 2 can play that game.
Synchronized charge. I love that it gives it vigilance.
Yeah, well, the fun is attacking and then maybe blocking.
Yeah. And look at this. Attack from Jody Keith, no fear. No blocks from Larry Lee either. It's going to go to 16. 16 all for both players. Oh, how about a Zergo? Does that strike is okay?
It's pretty good here. And just with the tricks that Jody had, you got the +3/+0 and draw a card. You have deal damage equal to the number of creatures that you have. Zergo's got... I wouldn't say issue, but when it's at its weakest, it's just, they got a 4/4, I can't attack. Like that, and Jody's deck solves that pretty well.
Zergo's got issues. Probably. But his biggest issue now is that he's dead.
Yeah, I can give you a lot of tricks and tips as far as this is how you lose with this card. I've experienced it all.
Yeah.
So Jody's deck is really optimized around clearing out big blockers, +3/+0 on your mobilized token and whatever, so Zergo can just keep trucking in.
Reigning victor here, the play from Jody Keith, enabling another attack. Larry Lee goes down to 12, Jody at 13. No play here from Larry, missing land drops. Passes back to Keith. Swings in. Once again, no fear. In comes a token from the reigning victor.
This is a tough spot for Larry, too, because this attack from Jody is justifiable even with no trick.
Right.
Because everything would either trade or it just doesn't matter very much if the thing dies in exchange for the amount of damage being dealt. And if Jody does have a trick, it's... that's kind of where the basket where all your eggs are. Ugh.
Oh, yucko. Okay, another big creature here from Jody Keith. Larry Lee's Sultai Devotee is going to fall. Can we even find another land? Well, here we go. We're going to be able to kill a creature. But we still have plenty of attacking power over here on Jody Keith's side of the battlefield. Unsparing Boltcaster. Love that card name. All right, there's a handshake. That was enough, seeing that other additional Mardu creature there from Jody Keith. Jody Keith is going to take down this matchup versus Larry Lee here in round 2 of our second draft of the day.